Hey there YouTube, Craig1974 here. Tonight I'm going to be making hard roll pizzas. My mother used to make these for me ever since I was a kid, along for my other siblings too. They're very cheap to make, they're very easy to make, and they're delicious. First thing you're going to need is some pizza sauce. Next thing you're going to need is an onion. For this job, you really don't need that much of a big of an onion. This is just a small one I had. I'd rather save the big ones for the bigger jobs. And you're going to need some Parmesan cheese. This is just a pizza blend. And you're going to need some pepperoni and of course some hard rolls. So let's get started. Well, the first step you're going to need to do is cut your hard rolls in half and lay them on a baking sheet, or just leave them on your counter, because the insides have got to harden up. Just leave the hard rolls sit out in the air, out in the open for about an hour before you start doing other steps. And while you're waiting for the hard rolls to hard up, you could dice up your onion just to pass the time. The next thing you're going to have to do is preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Now the oven is already preheated. Now I'm going to take the hard roll pieces and just put them in the oven on the center rack, and I'm going to toast them until they're like lightly browned, like on the outside here. It should take about 5 minutes. Well, now the rolls are reasonably toasted. Now I'm going to take them out of the oven. Yeah, they're just lightly toasted. You want to make sure that they're toasted around the edge and maybe just a little bit in the center. Not overly done. This is just right. And I'm going to leave them cool for about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to put the toppings on. Oh, I forgot. Please leave your oven on 400 degrees. Do not turn it off. And the next thing you're going to have to do is put the pizza sauce on the rolls, on top of the rolls. You just take a spoon, take up some pizza sauce out of the jar, and then just swirl it around like this. And then you add your pepperonis. Just go on the top like this. And then you add your onions. You just top some onions on there. And then finally you add the cheese, like this. And I'm going to do all these, and then when I get done with these, I'll be ready for the next step. Stay tuned. Well, the rolls are all topped now, and now it's time for them to go in the oven. Stick them on the center rack and leave them bake for 10 minutes until the center cheese is melted and you just see a little bit of brown on top of the cheese. Okay? Well, I've been checking the rolls as they're baking, and it turns out I put the rolls on an extra 5 minutes because the tops just weren't getting brown enough. So let's take them out, and now they're brown enough. And here they are. This is what you want, the cheese just to have little brown spots on the top. That means they're thoroughly done and they'll taste great. And yeah, these are hard roll pizzas. You can use any hard rolls. I asked my mom quite a long time ago, how did she discover this recipe? And she says there was a recipe for English muffin pizzas, and she said she used the hard rolls, I think, because that's what was around the house at the time that she made them for the first time. And yeah, I mean, I prefer the hard rolls myself over the English muffins. And that concludes the video. Bye.